Hello everyone, this is Phantom Rider here, and today I have yet another Bucky X-rated story. So, I had written the bad ending of the Bucky X-rated story, as my last Avengers story, but I had decided to do the second ending as promised, and I thought, what better way, and I thought that since I've been gone so long that I might as well go ahead and get started with it. It's quite a while to get around to doing because I have been so preoccupied for the last 2 weeks. So I hope that you'll excuse my absence, but without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Tony watched as Bucky was watching TV. Well, that term seemed a little far-fetched. As the teachers often say, Bucky's body was there, but his brain wasn't. Bucky was watching a movie about World War II and wasn't even nitpicking any of the details they got wrong. That seemed a little strange, so Tony took one final sip of his coffee and headed towards the couch. He quiets his steps and leans in really close to Bucky's ears and whispers, "What are you thinking about?" Bucky fell and landed on the floor right on his arm. "Ow! Tony, what the hell?" "You were staring off into space like an idiot, so I was helping." "I wouldn't go that far." Bucky got up and turned off the TV. "You're thinking about something super hard. Or someone." Bucky looked at him with as confused as a pup. "What? Who is it?" "Come on, you can tell old Tony." "Yeah, right. Alright, if you won't tell, I'll guess." This troubled Bucky. When Tony sees or hears something of interest, he won't let it go no matter what. "Are you thinking about Natasha?" "She's with Bruce." He sighs with a shrug. "Fine. What about Wanda?" "Nope." "What about your name?" Bucky shot his head up and blushed a deep scarlet. "What? Why would you think that?" Tony cackled as he finally cracked the case. "Why don't you ask her out?" "And why would I do that?" "Because she likes you too." "Tony, I know you're one for pranks, but this is straight up cruel. Why would I joke about that?" Bucky rolled his eyes and laughed, leaving a smirking Tony Stark. "And with you." "You were prepping for a mission assigned by Nick Fury when you decided to go get a few songs for the mission. You opened the door and landed face first into someone's chest. You look up and see Bucky as he held you up via your waist. You both stared into each other's eyes for a few seconds before you cleared your throat. Bucky realized the awkward situation you both were in. He slowly pulled you back onto your feet. When you both didn't say anything, you grew desperate to find something to say. You blurted out, "Do you want to come on a mission with me?" Bucky smiled and spoke. "Yeah, that sounds great. Do you have a file on the mission?" "One. Come on in and I'll let you look it over." You opened the door and went over to your bed. You gave him the file and he read it over. When he was done, he gave it back to you. I should go back." You smiled and nodded. And then he left you, and you were left in your room, your heart fluttering. You both got to the Hydra camp and prepared your weapons. From what the file said, Hydra was prepping a bomb that was to be used as a threat to get New York under their control. You both found a vantage point and watched for the bomb to be brought to the Hydra camp. After a while, the bomb was found being carried by a few soldiers. You and Bucky nodded to each other and grabbed your weapons. You then ran off into the building. You both got to the bomb and you quickly got to disarming it. Suddenly, a gunman pointed a gun at your back. You looked at him into the bomb. You took a deep breath and cut the wire. The man fired his gun and Bucky suddenly appeared in front of you. Blood spattered onto the floor as Bucky laid with the bullet in his torso. At first you froze. You looked up at the soldier. He reloaded his gun and he pointed it at you. Your vision went red and you threw your knife at the soldier. It landed dead in his heart. You grabbed Bucky and you quickly grabbed Bucky. You carried him bridal style out of the building, and when you were back at the getaway vehicle, you felt tears coming to your eyes. Bucky, please get up." No response. You grabbed his phone and dialed Steve. He answered groggily. "Hello?" "Steve, Bucky's been shot. He's bleeding out." Steve automatically shot up and said, "Put pressure on the wound and don't let him go into shock. Just try and stay calm. I'm on my way." He hung up and he quickly looked at the wound. You sighed and took off your shirt and placed it on his wound. He groaned and you gasped. "You okay, Bucky?" he said softly. He looked up at you and his eyes went wide. "Why are you not wearing a shirt?" "Because I don't want you to bleed out, jackass." He smiled. "I'm so sorry, Bucky. I should have taken that bullet. Don't you dare say that, your name. Look at me." You looked up at him with glossy eyes. "I'd risk my life for a stranger. Think of what I would do for the people I love." "You love me?" "Of course I do, your name. You're like an angel to me. You've done nothing but give to me and others. All you've done is be kind to me. How could one not love you?" He felt tears come down and Bucky panicked. "Your name, what's wrong? Did I say something wrong?" "No, you idiot. I love you too." Before you could respond, he began peppering kisses on his face, before landing a kiss on his lips. "I love you so much," you said between kisses. And now for a time skip. Bucky is finally fully recovered after a lot of time in medical checkups, and you both couldn't be happier. You both decided to celebrate, while neither of you knows what kind of wonderful surprise lays ahead. "Wow, Bucky, this place is beautiful." "Thanks. Let me guess, Tony paid for this?" "Maybe." You giggled and stood up. "Well, what's wrong?" You giggled and pulled a box out of your purse. You opened it, revealing a golden ring with a single diamond in the center. Bucky smiled wider than ever and pulled the ring out of his pocket. You both shared a loud laugh many people stared at you both. You then kneeled and he did the same. "On 3, you said. He nodded. 1, he said. 2, you said. 3, you both said in unison. "Will you marry me?" You both spoke in complete unison. You both laughed and stood and putting on the rings. People clapped and cheered for you two as a kiss was made to seal the engagement. Good ending. I actually feel as though that I obviously tend to like the good ending over the bad ending, mostly because the bad ending legit almost made me cry from writing it. But I'm still rather happy that I made it nonetheless, because it was really fun to make, and I'm like, well, it was a good thing, it was a good story. And to the person who requested it, I forgot the name at the moment, but you did a wonderful job requesting the story, and it was rather detailed, so thank you so much for doing that. But anyway, guys, this is Friend and Writer, and I'll be seeing you all very soon. Bye-bye.